I want to say two things about the Jets. First of all, in regards to the Bills game, what on earth happened? I mean, I couldn't believe it. They came within 2 yards of of losing that game. And you know what? Thank God that J.P. Losman was playing that game. Because if Trent Edwards was playing that game, we may have lost by as many as 2 touchdowns. Or who knows how many. It could have been even more. That was so upsetting. And it wasn't so upsetting that, the Bills almost won, but in the fashion that they did it. Um, and the more I think about it, the even worse that it is. At first, it was those 2 yards that they almost lost by. That's what set me off the most. But thinking back and the fact that they came back um, from that deficit and then to almost just give it away. And the game was in New York at the Meadowlands, and they almost blew it against J.P. Losman. I truly believe if the Bills had never had to start J.P. Losman this year, that the Buffalo Bills would definitely be, if not in complete control of the playoff race in the AFC East. And who knows from there? They may even have been better than the Tennessee Titans. All of my distaste for the Titans aside. But moving on to a much more positive note, the Jets are incredible this year. The way that they've turned around last season into this season is incredible. Obviously, I didn't pay attention to the Jets last year. I've become a Jets fan because of Brett Favre. But apparently, they've made massive upgrades to the entire team. And then when Brett Favre pretty much fell into their laps, it just completed that picture. But a lot of people seem to think, oh no, the Jets aren't going to make the playoffs. The Jets aren't going to make the playoffs. Well, you know what? The Jets are on course to do exactly what I thought they would do, which is make the playoffs. I'm not sure if I've covered this in a previous video. I don't think I have, so if I've said this before, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it just in case. I think that the excuse me. I think that the Jets can make it to the AFC Championship game. At that point, I think they're gonna need to be very lucky to win that game. But luck wins you games, as was proven in the Buffalo Bills Jets game on Sunday. So I think they could make the the Super Bowl, but with a lot of luck. At that point, if they can win an AFC Championship game under any conditions, I think that they can win the Super Bowl. That's my prediction. No scores, obviously. I have no idea which team they would play against, and even if I did, I'm not very good at coming up with scores anyways. But that's my prediction. If the Jets win the AFC Championship game under any condition, I predict the Jets win the Super Bowl. Pro Bowl. The Jets have managed this year to have the most selections to the Pro Bowl this year at 7. That's impressive. This team just keeps on doing amazing things, you know, setting single game touchdown records, and it's just insane. And you know, I think a lot of credit goes to Brett Favre, but the things that this team has accomplished as a team, just astounding, and they deserve a lot more credit than I think they'll ever get, at least this season. Um, if they win the Super Bowl, obviously history is going to look at them quite differently than what currently people are looking at them. I don't think people are discrediting them so much as they're just not seeing the potential in that team. Hopefully, in week 17, the Jets beat the Dolphins, and hopefully, the Patriots lose at least one of the next games. If the Jets win all of the next games, they win and they go to the playoffs. But I still want the Patriots to lose one game, and not because of any distaste towards the Patriots that I might have, but because I like to be in as comfortable a position as possible. Obviously, if the Patriots lose the game this Sunday, it'd make the Jets feel a lot more comfortable in the next game. I do think that the Jets' next game is winnable. Thank God. And if they win that game, then I definitely think that the game against the Dolphins is winnable. That team knows Pennington. I'm sure that's going to work to their advantage a lot. There aren't going to be any surprises in the last game of the season. They're not going to have any of those wildcat formations shocking the team. It's kind of interesting. And actually, I never really thought of this before. I'm not even going to go into that. But, make a hint about what I was going to go in about how the Jets like to run the wildcat formation now. But anyway, speculative, and I'm not going to go into that. So yeah, that's that.